Welcome to LFC Transfer HQ, your ultimate source for all things Liverpool FC transfers. Like and subscribe for more football updates. Our first news is there are certain players that Liverpool want and never really give up on. A magnificent example of that is Florian Wirtz, who the Reds tried to bring to Merseyside 5 years ago and before he became a superstar. They simply never gave up and somehow beat everyone to his signature this summer. Their persistence played a role in that, reportedly. But he's far from the only example of that in the squad. Mo Salah is one, in fact. Liverpool tried to sign him from Basel but Chelsea out-muscled them for a deal. The Reds waited and finally got him in 5 years after the initial interest. Federico Chiesa is another. Liverpool wanted him before he moved to Juventus and were once talking about paying an absolute fortune for him. Instead, he became available last summer for a small fee and the Reds landed him. It's a pattern, then. Liverpool find a player they like, don't quite sign him, but keep him on the radar just in case an opportunity pops up again. L'Equipe reports that Liverpool are back in for Christopher Nkunku, 3 years after not signing him. The forward is fully expected to leave Chelsea this summer. Nkunku was a major target back in 2022, with Liverpool essentially signing Darwin Nunez instead of him. Or at least, going all in on the Uruguayan rather than fighting Chelsea. He was viewed as the Roberto Firmino heir. The Brazilian would wind down his role the following season and Liverpool wanted to have a fresh face. Their one option was Nkunku, who would give a vaguely similar style of play. The other was Nunez, who offered a more traditional number 9 role, something very different and fresh. Liverpool, led by Jurgen Klopp, went with the latter. Now they see an opportunity to switch it up, with Nunez expected to leave and Nkunku available to buy. He'd certainly be a cut-price option. Liverpool could sell Nunez and sign Nkunku at a healthy profit and that will absolutely be a draw for the Reds. Liverpool are poised to finally win the long-standing battle to sign a key target they've pursued for 3 years. Meanwhile, Real Madrid have made their final transfer decision on Ibrahima Konate, and uncertainty around Darwin Nunez has pushed the Reds to intensify efforts for a €50 to €60 million powerhouse striker. With D.Arne Slot at the helm, a potential $200 million transfer boost could still reshape the summer window. Major decisions await at Anfield. Stay tuned for more updates on LFC Transfer HQ, transfer moves, player signings, and latest news. Don't miss subscribe for more LFC Transfer HQ news. Our second news is Real Madrid make final transfer call on Ibrahima Konate. Real Madrid are not expected to bring in a new centre-back this summer amid links to Liverpool star Ibrahima Konate. Los Blancos were dumped out of the FIFA Club World Cup at the semi-final stage following a brutal 4-0 loss to UEFA Champions League winners PSG. Xabi Alonso's charges were overpowered in New Jersey and defensive Raúl Asensio and Antonio Rudiger both came in for major post-match criticism. Asensio has recently signed a new contract, and the club view him as a long-term project, but there are growing concerns over Rudiger's ability to continue at the highest level. Dean Huijsen's positive start to life is a boost, alongside fellow new arrival Trent Alexander-Arnold. And Alvaro Carreras' move means there will be 3 new starting defenders for 2025-26. However, it will not be a completely new look-back link, but Liverpool centre-back Konate remains on the radar in Madrid. Ibrahima Konate to Real Madrid transfer latest. Konate has been locked in contract talks at Anfield since the start of 2025, with his current deal expiring at the end of the 2025-26 campaign. And the club hierarchy want an answer before the new season starts. Liverpool want to avoid a situation where Konate leaves for free in 2026, but that is exactly what Real Madrid are planning to do. Real Madrid are still irked by having to pay a transfer fee to release Alexander-Arnold from the final weeks of his contract at Liverpool after previously being confident of wrapping him up for free. As per El Chiringuito, the same pattern will be followed for Konate, and Alonso will not be tempted to make an offer next month. Confidence is high that Konate wants to make the move, over remaining at Liverpool or joining PSG, but Real Madrid will need to play the waiting game. Liverpool are poised to finally win the long-standing battle to sign a key target they've pursued for 3 years. Meanwhile, Real Madrid have made their final transfer decision on Ibrahima Konate, and uncertainty around Darwin Nunez has pushed the Reds to intensify efforts for a €50 to €60 million powerhouse striker. With D.Arne Slot at the helm, a potential $200 million transfer boost could still reshape the summer window. Major decisions await at Anfield. Stay tuned for more updates on LFC Transfer HQ, transfer moves, player signings, and latest news. Don't miss subscribe for more LFC Transfer HQ news. Our third news is Liverpool plot further advances to sign €50 to €60 million powerhouse striker amid Darwin Nunez uncertainty. Liverpool will be able to sign some more players before the end of the transfer window. Liverpool won the Premier League at the first time of asking under the guidance of D.Arne Slot. They will be hoping for more of the same next season. However, Manchester City and Arsenal are expected to be stronger. The Reds have the chance to sign some more players this summer to bolster their squad. They have already snapped up the likes of Florian Wirtz, Jeremy Frimpong and Milos Kerkez. The Merseyside outfit also have the opportunity to let some individuals leave if needed. Liverpool are keen on a move for Crystal Palace striker Jean-Philippe Mateta, according to Foot Mercato, amid his valuation of between €50 to €60 million. They are being linked with a swoop for the Eagles man in this window. It remains to be seen at this stage whether they will lodge an official offer or whether he is just on their radar. Mateta, 28, is under contract with his current club until June 2027. Therefore, they are under no pressure to sell him just yet. They are able to wait for the right amount of money to come in for his signature to even consider cashing in. The former France youth international joined Crystal Palace back in 2021 on an initial loan deal that was later made permanent. He has since become one of their most prized assets and is a key player. The forward has scored 43 goals in 136 games in all competitions, 17 of which came in the last campaign. Mateta was on the books at Lyon from 2016 to 2018 as a youngster. He then switched to Germany to link up with Mainz and enjoyed his time in the Bundesliga. The Severn-born man found the net on 27 occasions in 71 outings before his transfer to England to Selhurst Park. Mateta would give Liverpool another option to pick from up. If he joined, he would give them more competition and depth up top. His pace and power has proved to cause problems to opposition defenders. Slot said back in May that he was looking to bring in different weapons. I think we can find 1 or 2 extra weapons this team doesn't have. Maybe, by using the transfer market. That is what we are trying to achieve. That will make us only stronger. That is what we need because we saw Manchester City spending £200 million in the January transfer window. All of them will. Apart from the transfer window, we can also improve certain aspects ourselves. The Reds' chances of moving for Mateta may well depend on what is happening with Darwin Nunez. His long-term future at Anfield is up in the air amid transfer speculation regarding an exit. If he left, they could do with finding a replacement. He remains put at the moment though and scored against Preston North End over the weekend. Slot's side faced the Championship outfit at Deepdale and won 3-1, with Connor Bradley and Cody Gakpo also on the scoresheet. Don't miss subscribe for more LFC. Our last news is D.Arne Slot could still get $200 million transfer boost this summer as Liverpool faces big decisions. Liverpool has already done lots of work in the transfer market, but there is still more to be done, with another 48 days to go until the summer window slams shut. Right now, talking transfers feels insignificant as the adjustment to life without Diogo Jota continues. In time, though, things will return on that front, and the rumor mill has carried on in overdrive. While news that Hugo Ekitike could be heading for Newcastle United has led many to the conclusion that Alexander Isak could be on the move, Liverpool will have to sell players as well as buy. Centre-back and centre-forward look like obvious places to strengthen, but the Reds have a few options to generate funds too. Ben Doak, for instance, is one whose future has been much talked about. With Mohamed Salah for competition down the right flank for Liverpool, it is unlikely that anyone, let alone someone still trying to find consistency and fulfill their potential, will get a chance to play there consistently. Salah will be away for AFCON for a period, yes, but Jeremy Frimpong can operate on the wing too. As a result, when it comes to Doak, a move away, either permanently or on another loan, would make the most sense. Not turning 20 until November, there is plenty of time for him to develop further. That feels more realistic elsewhere, however. Everton has been credited with holding an interest in Doak in recent months, while Nottingham Forest, flush with the Anthony Elanga cash, has been suggested as a landing spot this week. Liverpool valued Doak at around $34 million, £25 million, in January when Crystal Palace was sniffing around him. It remains to be seen who might be willing to put down that sort of money. With a higher chance of their valuations being met, perhaps, Harvey Elliott and Tyler Morton have both been named as featuring on West Ham's radar this summer by The Guardian. Both should be looking to move on in search of regular minutes. Elliott has a huge amount of talent, but he needs a platform to show that. The arrival of Florian Wirtz at Anfield will only further restrict his chances, and they were already pretty limited. In a season where Elliott should be looking to break into the senior England squad in time to play at next summer's World Cup, he should be seeking guarantees of game time. Most Premier League clubs could offer that, as could some in Germany. And in terms of a price tag, if Elanga is worth $70 million, £55 million, then Elliott should be pitched at something similar, albeit that would rule out a move anywhere other than elsewhere in England. Morton, meanwhile, wanted to move and get regular game time last year. He showed what he can do during the U21 European Championship and, like Elliott, would start frequently for most top-flight teams. Thanks for watching. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe for the latest Liverpool FC transfer news.